Have you ever walked into a beautifully designed home, felt instantly calm, and then wondered why your own space somehow feels more expensive to maintain, but less enjoyable to live in? Because here's something most Americans don't realize. The way your home is furnished doesn't just affect how it looks, it quietly affects how much money you spend every single year. And not in obvious ways. We're not just talking about the price of furniture. We're talking about maintenance costs, replacement cycles, cleaning time, lifestyle habits, and even the hidden psychological triggers that influence your spending. And in today's video, we're going to break down something surprisingly powerful: how using minimalist wood furniture in your living space can actually save you money, reduce financial stress, and improve your long-term financial habits. Because this isn't just about design. It's about how your environment shapes your financial behavior. Now, let's start with something simple. Think about the last piece of furniture you bought. Why did you buy it? Was it because you truly needed it, or because it was on sale, looked trendy, or felt like a quick upgrade? Most people don't realize this, but modern furniture shopping is heavily influenced by short-term trends and emotional decisions. Cheap materials, fast production, low prices. It feels like you're saving money. But in reality, you're entering what I like to call the furniture replacement cycle. Here's how it works. You buy a low-cost item, maybe a $150 coffee table made of particle board or composite materials. It looks good at first. But within a year or two, it starts to wear down. Scratches, chips, loose joints. So what do? You replace it. Another $150. Maybe $200 this time. And over the course of 5 to 10 years, you've spent far more than you would have on a single high-quality piece. This is where minimalist wood furniture completely changes the equation. Because instead of buying furniture that's designed to be replaced, you're investing in furniture that's designed to last. Solid wood pieces, especially when designed with simplicity in mind, can last decades. Not years. Decades. And when you spread that cost over time, something interesting happens. The annual cost of ownership drops dramatically. A $1,000 solid wood table that lasts 20 years? That's $50 per year. Compare that to replacing a $200 table every 2 years. That's $100 per year. Twice as much, for something that delivers less value. And this is the first major financial benefit. Durability reduces long-term spending. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Minimalist wood furniture doesn't just last longer, it also reduces something most people never think about: decision fatigue and impulse spending. Let me explain. Cluttered spaces often lead to cluttered thinking. When your home is filled with too many items, different styles, colors, materials, it creates a subtle sense of dissatisfaction. Something always feels slightly off. So, what do people do? They keep buying. New decor. New furniture. Small upgrades. They're constantly trying to fix the space. But minimalist spaces, especially those built around natural wood tones, create a sense of visual stability. Everything feels intentional, calm, complete. And when your environment feels complete, you stop chasing unnecessary purchases. That's not just design. That's behavioral finance. Now let's talk about another hidden cost that minimalist wood furniture helps reduce: maintenance and cleaning. Think about how much time, and sometimes money, you spend maintaining your living space. Complex furniture designs with multiple materials, glass, metal, fabric combinations, require more cleaning products, more effort, and more time. But minimalist wood furniture? It's simple. Fewer surfaces, fewer materials, less complexity, which means less time cleaning, and less money spent on maintenance products. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's a small saving. But here's the thing. Small savings, repeated consistently over years, become significant. And that's the entire philosophy behind smart financial living. It's not always about making more money. It's about reducing unnecessary outflows. Now, let's take this a step further. Because one of the most overlooked financial benefits of minimalist wood furniture is something called resale value. Most modern furniture loses value almost immediately after purchase. Try selling a used particle board desk or a mass-produced couch. You'll be lucky to get a fraction of what you paid. But high-quality wooden furniture, especially timeless, minimalist designs, holds value much better. In some cases, it even appreciates. There's a growing market for second-hand solid wood furniture, especially pieces with good craftsmanship. Which means if you ever decide to sell or upgrade, you're not starting from zero. You're recovering part of your investment. And that changes the entire financial equation. Now instead of thinking of furniture as an expense, you start thinking of it as a low depreciation asset. And this mindset shift is powerful. Because once you start viewing your purchases through the lens of long-term value, your entire spending behavior begins to change. Now let me tell you a quick story that ties all of this together. A few years ago, there was a couple, let's call them Mark and Lisa. Like many people, they furnished their apartment quickly and cheaply when they first moved in. Flat pack furniture, trendy items, low upfront cost. At first, everything looked great. But within a few years, things started to break down. Drawers stopped working. Surfaces chipped. Chairs became unstable. So they did what most people do. They replaced things one piece at a time. And without realizing it, they spent over $4,000 in replacements over a 5-year period. That's when they decided to try something different. Instead of buying multiple cheap items, they invested in a few high-quality, minimalist wooden pieces. A solid dining table. A simple wooden bed frame. A durable coffee table. Yes, the upfront cost was higher. But over the next several years, something surprising happened. They stopped replacing furniture. They stopped browsing for home upgrades. They stopped making impulse decor purchases. Their home felt complete. And financially, they were finally stable in that area of their life. Now here's the key insight. Minimalism isn't about having less for the sake of it. It's about having better, so you need less over time. And when applied correctly, it becomes a powerful financial strategy. But we're just getting started. Because in the next part, we're going to go deeper into the financial side of this, how minimalist wood furniture can actually increase your home's perceived value, reduce lifestyle inflation, and even influence how much you save and invest over time. And there's one specific concept coming up that completely changes how you think about spending inside your home. Now let's go deeper, because this is where minimalist wood furniture stops being just a design choice and starts becoming a wealth-building strategy. One of the most powerful, yet overlooked financial benefits is how your living space influences something called lifestyle inflation. If you're not familiar with that term, lifestyle inflation is what happens when your spending increases as your income increases. You start earning more, so you upgrade your couch, your decor, your dining set, your entire space. At first, it feels like progress. But over time, it quietly eats away at your ability to save and invest. And here's where your environment plays a huge role. When your home is built around trends, complexity, and constant upgrades, it creates a subtle pressure to keep improving it. There's always something new to buy. A better version. A more modern look. A seasonal refresh. But minimalist wood furniture does the opposite. Because it's built on timeless design, not trends. A solid wood table doesn't go out of style next year. A clean, minimalist wooden bed frame doesn't suddenly feel outdated. Which means you're not constantly chasing upgrades. And when you're not chasing upgrades, your money stays with you. That alone can save thousands of dollars over time. Now let's talk about another powerful concept, the cost per use. This is something wealthy individuals understand very well. Instead of asking, how much does this cost? They ask, how much does this cost per use? Let's break it down. If you buy a $1,000 solid wood dining table and use it every day for 10 years, that's over 3,600 uses. That brings the cost down to less than 30 cents per use. Now compare that to cheaper furniture that you replace every couple of years. The cost per use is actually higher, even though the upfront price was lower. And once you start thinking this way, your entire purchasing strategy changes. You stop chasing cheap and start chasing value. Now here's another layer that most people completely overlook, space efficiency and hidden costs. Minimalist furniture is not just about aesthetics, it's about intentional use of space. When your space is filled with fewer, higher quality pieces, you naturally avoid overcrowding. And this has real financial implications. Because cluttered homes often lead to buying storage solutions you don't actually need. renting larger apartments or homes to fit more stuff, spending money organizing, rearranging, and managing excess items. But when your space is simplified, your needs shrink. And when your needs shrink, your expenses follow. In some cases, people who adopt minimalist living are able to downsize their living space, which can lead to massive savings on rent, utilities, and maintenance. Now think about that for a second. Your furniture choices, influencing your housing costs. That's not a small impact. That's a financial shift. Now let's move into something even more subtle, but incredibly powerful. Your environment affects your financial discipline. This is where psychology and money intersect in a big way. When your home feels chaotic, cluttered, and constantly unfinished, it creates mental noise. And that mental noise often leads to stress spending, impulse buying, lack of focus on long-term financial goals. But a clean, minimalist space, especially one centered around natural materials like wood, creates a sense of control, clarity, stability. And when you feel in control of your environment, you're more likely to feel in control of your finances. You make better decisions. You think long-term. You become more intentional. Now, is furniture alone going to make you financially successful? Of course not. But it can create the conditions that make better financial behavior easier. And that's what most people underestimate. Success isn't just about discipline. It's about environment. Now let's talk about one final concept that ties everything together, the compounding effect of small financial decisions. Most people think financial growth comes from big moves. A big investment. A big raise. A big opportunity. But in reality, it often comes from small, consistent decisions made over time. Choosing durable furniture instead of disposable pieces. Avoiding unnecessary upgrades. Reducing maintenance costs. Eliminating impulse purchases triggered by dissatisfaction. Individually, these decisions might seem small. But over 5, 10, 15 years, they add up. Thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars saved. And more importantly, a completely different financial trajectory. Because you're not just saving money, you're building habits. Now, let's bring this back to you. Take a look at your living space right now. How many items were bought out of impulse? How many will need to be replaced in the next few years? How much of your space feels unfinished, pushing you to spend more? And what would happen if you replaced that cycle with something simpler, more intentional, more durable? Because that's really what this is about. Not just furniture, but breaking the cycle of unnecessary spending. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you think about buying furniture or anything for your home, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this built to last? Will I still value this in 5 or 10 years? Does this reduce or increase future spending? And most importantly, is this a short-term fix or a long-term solution? Because the difference between the two is where your money either disappears or starts to grow. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because here, we don't just talk about making money, we talk about keeping it, growing it, and making smarter decisions with it. Every week, we break down simple ideas like this that can quietly transform your financial life over time. Because at the end of the day, financial freedom isn't always about earning more. Sometimes, it's about needing less and choosing better.